Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about how Rockstar could potentially tease the very first trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6, because they actually did something like this 14 years ago for Grand Theft Auto 4. And this is something you guys might not have known about, even hardcore Grand Theft Auto fans. In fact, I didn't even know about it today until I saw an article on Kotaku by Zach Zwiesen. And the article was 14 years ago, Rockstar ran weird TV ads of just a clock counting down. So naturally, I was very interested in this to see, what this was all about. And again, I really didn't know about this because 14 years ago, I was only 13 years old. So I was pretty young. I was still in school. I wasn't watching a lot of TV at the time, nor was I playing, a ton of video games during that time either, at least not like Grand Theft Auto and other older Rockstar titles. I wasn't quite into that scene just yet. But back in 2007, Rockstar Games teased Grand Theft Auto 4 with a series of late-night ads that appeared on channels like FX. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's a TV channel that has like movies, shows, etc. And the ads amounted to 30 minutes of watching a clock tick down, with every second being punctuated by a gunshot, which obviously led to a ton of hype. Now, I'll show you guys a quick example of what the ads actually looked like. They were incredibly simple. It was just the GTA 4 logo. It then said trailer and then a time counting down. In this instance, what I'm going to show you, it was 7 days, 15 hours, 56 minutes, and 47 seconds. Or, at least when I paused the YouTube video, it said 47 seconds. But, and then under that, it says rockstargames.com/IV, and then the Rockstar Games logo. So I'll play it out for you guys so you can get about a minute or so of this and you can understand what exactly was going on here. All right, so that was pretty interesting, right? So back in March 2007, many people around the world, like today in March 2021, were waiting for the next big GTA game in the series. However, unlike what we have now, where we have zero news really or information about Grand Theft Auto 6 other than like Strauss Zelnick from Take-Two Interactive saying something that like the game doesn't exist yet, it will only be brought up by Rockstar, by reputable reporters and insiders in our industry saying that it is next, rumors and reports left and right about the setting, the characters, the world. There still is nothing concrete from Rockstar that says this game exists. But back in 2007, everyone knew GTA 4 was coming. Like, we knew it was a game that was coming out. It was announced at E3, at one of the press conferences. And so Rockstar did something really cool. They made this countdown every second until the very first trailer dropped. So to be clear, this clock ticking ad was not counting down until the release of the game. This clock was simply counting down each second until the first trailer would be released. How cool was that? And now I'm just imagining, would Rockstar ever do the same thing for Grand Theft Auto 6? We just start seeing random TV ads that kind of indicate when a trailer would happen, like a countdown. Now, at that point in time, I'm assuming an announcement would have already been made about GTA 6. So the hype would have already been building, but this would be a very cool way to promote the very first trailer. Now, keep in mind, this was 14 years ago, and it was for a completely different Grand Theft Auto game. So there's no guarantee that Rockstar could do something like this, but it is cool that they have done it in the past, and I think that would be super fun, and that would really build up the hype, especially if you were watching like ESPN or, your favorite movie channel or something like that, and you just saw like 30-second trailers at a time with the countdown getting less and less and less. That would be so cool. Now, obviously, 2007, that was a long time ago, and since then, Rockstar has gone about doing things different like the rest of the world, and naturally, as the progression of technology and multiplayer in their games have gone, we've seen them go about teasing games a little bit differently. Like, for example, Red Dead Redemption 2 was revealed in an entirely different way than Grand Theft Auto 4, and even similarly to Grand Theft Auto 5. So with Red Dead Redemption 2, they were basically like, hey, here's the game, and the trailer will be revealed at this date. There was no like countdown or teaser. They gave us a specific time, and it wasn't really run on television ads either. A lot of Rockstar's advertisement for that title ended up coming out just online or in more modern platforms like YouTube ads, social media, etc. But this was really cool because I could imagine back in the day, if you were watching these TV shows and you saw those ads counting down, you might think to yourself, maybe if I kept watching it, Rockstar would show a teaser for the game early, or people would be able to get a sneak peek. Well, nothing like that ever happened. These ads ended up running for a few nights, and then obviously when the trailer released, it crashed Rockstar's website. Folks weren't even able to view it right away. It was a bizarre teaser campaign, and one that we might not ever see again. But because this happened about 14 years ago, it's fun to think about, could Rockstar ultimately do this for Grand Theft Auto 6 when the time comes? And speaking of Red Dead Redemption 2 for a little bit, I know this is kind of putting the cart before the horse as far as talking about a GTA 6 trailer and how they're going to potentially tease that before we had even gotten an announcement for the game itself or know about its existence. But again, it's fun to talk about. This is a interesting marketing campaign that Rockstar did for a previous Grand Theft Auto, and it would be interesting to see if they would ultimately bring it back for the next Grand Theft Auto. So I would, of course, love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you think Rockstar is going to do when they eventually do announce GTA 6 in its first trailer. Do you think it'll be something like that, or something kind of more modern and recent, what we've seen, just sort of like announcing, here's the trailer, it's going to be available on the Rockstar Newswire, instead of doing like the countdown, although that would be cool. And in the past, we had seen like fake GTA 6 countdown. Like, remember that one that ended up appearing on Twitch that Rockstar ended up shutting down? That was a super interesting theory that people thought was legitimately from Rockstar. So maybe they take some inspiration from that, even though they were the ones that shut the whole thing down. And that's the way we see them reveal GTA 6. But again, would love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.